Need a way to relax tonight while still feeling like you got something done? Paint your nails! Here are my 7 easy steps to giving yourself a manicure while binging on your favorite TV show. Hi, I'm Irene, aka Gamerswife, here on a journey with you to be less uptight and have more fun. And I didn't learn how to paint my nails until my 30s. True story. But a little YouTube channel called Simply Nailogical popped up in my feed one day, and a few tutorials later, I have a new hobby. Now, since I'm fighting an addiction to my to-do list, this is like the perfect hobby / way to avoid burnout. It forces me not to do anything because I can't touch anything while the nail polish dries. Plus, it lasts about a week, unlike hair and makeup, and it just makes me feel pretty. So let's get started on this beginner's guide to painting your nails at home. It's going to be quick and easy, and perfect if you don't want to spend a lot of time and money. For materials, I've got a glass file, 2 cuticle pushers, the wooden kind and the rubber tipped kind, 100% acetone, cotton rounds and Q-tips of course, and then base coat, nail polish that's not gel, and top coat. Optional materials include the cuticle remover, cuticle oil, and cleanup brush. I'll link all these products in the description below, but you can find similar stuff at your local Target or drugstore. Step number 1, remove the polish that you already have on with cotton rounds. I personally like the cotton rounds because they don't seem to leave as much fuzz behind as cotton balls. Also, glitter polish can be really hard to remove, so sometimes I have to soak the nail for a while before rubbing it off. Step 2, time to file those nails. You'll want to file them in a single direction toward the middle so that your nails won't split as easily. I feel like this step takes forever, but I have weak nails, so supposedly this glass file is really gentle on them compared to using a nail cutter. Afterwards, wash your hands. Step 3 is to push back that nail cuticle so that the polish will firmly bond to the nail bed only. It shouldn't hurt when you do this, so be gentle. If you have tons of white, dead skin still stuck on your nail bed, you can use cuticle oil or even cuticle remover to soften that dead skin. And afterwards, wash your hands again. In the final preparation step, let's clean all the oil off your nails and underneath the nail tip too, using a Q-tip dipped in acetone. I'd say steps 1 through 4 of preparation took me about half an hour. Alright, step 5, we're finally to the nail polishes. First, we're going to apply a single coat of base coat. Some general tips I have for applying all of the coats of nail polish are: don't flood the cuticle, which means don't paint onto the cuticle, and also don't paint too closely to the sides of your nail onto the skin. In fact, you'll want to leave a gap of unpainted nail all around the edges that are closest to the skin. Honestly, no one can tell. Another pro tip is to wait for the polish to completely dry before adding the next layer. What you want to do is lightly touch it, and I found out my base coat dried about 5 minutes after application. Final pro tip is to paint the edge of your fingernail with each layer of polish. My nails are usually too short to do this without making a mess, and I hate having to clean off the polish off my fingertips. Ugh. After the base coat is dry, you can paint on 1 to 2 thin coats of colored polish. Clean up any mistakes that get onto the skin immediately by wiping it off with an orange stick or a small paintbrush dipped in acetone. I personally find cleanup to be really annoying, so just use a lighter colored polish if you're a beginner like me, and no one's the wiser. Another side note is that I find step 6 to take forever because I don't have any kind of drying machine, so it seems to take about 15 to 20 minutes for each coat of this particular polish to dry. That's why I recommend multitasking by either watching TV, reading a book, or talking to your husband. Step number 7 is to add a thick layer of top coat. This Hollow Taco brand dried very quickly, so it maybe took like 5 to 10 minutes to be hard to the touch. You can add another top coat layer every few days to increase the manicure's longevity, but I usually forget. Final tip is that every night I like to lotion up my hands and then use cuticle cream to really take care of that dryness that happens especially in the winter. In my opinion, manicures and pedicures at home are the perfect way to force relaxation so that A, you won't have a mental breakdown, and B, it's perfect for multitasking since you can do other passive activities at the same time. Thanks for having fun with me, and I'll see you in the next video.